What's up, Team Starlight? We are here with...
Victor.
And Victor, what did you do this past weekend?
I topped. I got 4th at the Team Starlight event.
And what did you decide to bring?
I decided to try out this. I've been trying out this build for like a couple weeks. It's kind of like a Nitro Vayu variant, and it's running like a different draw engine that I think just combos nicely with everything in the deck. So, yeah.
Heck yeah, we're calling it Vayu. That's the working name.
Yeah.
But if you call it something
name.
better, I mean, I think it sounds
Maybe
pretty
Vayu
cool.
Valley Vayu. I don't know.
Vayu
Valley?
Valley.
Vayu
Obviously,
Valley?
it's the namesake of the deck is that card right on the top there. So let's see what it's cooking.
All right, so you got to commit. So we're running 3 Cyber Valleys. This card, I just like in general. But also, the more I played this deck, the more I found like pretty interesting plays you can make with it. It's probably the card that I think is like the most important to talk about because it allows you to run Miracle Dig, which people have heard of this and I think probably play tested it. But I think it's kind of a brick without him, to be honest.
Let's see.
He makes the 5 banish really easy, and that was the original concept. But you end up finding like just insane return plays with Cyber Valley.
So what came first? Was it the Miracle Dig and then you thought Valley, or did you try Valley and then you were like, this will make Miracle Dig worse? I mean, better.
It was the Cyber Valleys came first because I liked this card just straight up like, and there were some problems in Nitro that I didn't like. In the original build, it's like sometimes the Trooper was great, but there were times where I just hated the mills because Turbo wants to mill and do that, but in this deck, it felt like it was just giving a lot of info because it's all about drawing and one-of, so you don't want to mill any of those cards. And yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of the Nitro way is to like get away from the random milling, so you just, and then running all the draw power, so you turbo to your power cards, Dark Arm Return. So you this kind of accomplishes the same thing as like the draw traps and the upstarts, but then it allows you to play like basically an additional copy of Burial. So I like the theory behind it. Did you ever get like normal summon clogged? I think that was like the main thing I was thinking about, like when you're running the triple Arma and the triple Greffer. Well, spoiler alert, but yeah. Like,
Yeah. Well, so because I played Nitro a lot, I found that one thing I thought Turbo was better as, it has so many starters. And not that Cyber Valley is exactly like a starter, but it is a summon. And in Nitro, there were a lot of times where I was just setting 1, setting 2, and just waiting to kind of pop off. Whereas like if I really needed to, I could summon the Valley, or I can summon my Arma knowing I had a Valley in hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So it felt like an
dream.
added normal summon because it does feel bad sometimes when you're not using your normal summon every turn. And it also gave like this deck likes to stall and then hit you for like over 9,000, like literally over 9,000 damage. So that was not even on purpose, but it does hit you for like insane numbers in one turn. It has that possibility, and this card makes your power plays more powerful with return, and it also is sometimes like a threatening roar, because like when you draw into a draw trap, it has a similar feeling, but at least like mid game, sometimes if both of you guys have kind of expended your resources, you can summon him and kind of just like pray, and then you're getting 2 draws next turn. It's really powerful.
Right. Nice. Well, let's see what else kind of combos with the Cyber Valley.
So it is like pretty much Nitro. So you got to run 3 of him. He was like the best card this weekend for sure.
Yeah.
And then 3 Greffer. He's the OTK man. There was also something that would occur really often in this variant is that I would return like Greffers or like Armas and Greffers with Cyber, or I would return them with and then I would be able to like maybe pitch something with Arma and then draw into a piece with Greffer, or like just weird plays like that were always constantly happening. Then 3 Vayu.
Of course.
Yeah. Sirocco. He's really like a more common the more common win condition with just double pumping. Gale. This classic, just you want these guys in the grave. Then Dark Arm, Gores. Also good with the Gores token. You know?
That makes sense, yeah.
Then spells. So you have your draw spells. I ran 2 Upstart.
Okay, why 2?
I'm an Upstart enjoyer. I put him in pretty much any deck I play. I don't think Upstart needs to be at 0 or 3.
Yeah.
I think you can run 1. I think you can run 3. I think you can run 2. It depends what you're doing, but I'll never be caught dead like using 41 or more cards.
Right.
I always want my decks to be like 33 cards or 32 cards.
I see.
Because I think Edison's got so many powerful one-ofs, and I just want the math to be good. Like, I want to see them more often.
Yeah, you just don't need to get locked in sort of like this theory where it has to be 3 or 0. I kind of get that. You just like are flexing some slots, and you're like, I can cut 1 Upstart for some other card I want to play.
Yeah, I didn't love seeing 2 as well. When you see 2, you see 1 often. You don't see 2 often. When you play 3, you see 2 often. And when you resolve 3, it feels kind of bad. Like you feel like you're playing from behind. But yeah, it's funny. People don't like Upstart. Like I notice a lot of people don't like it, and this happens like 50% of the time. They say thank you. Like when I activate Upstart, they'll be like thank you, and I just drew the card that wins me the game.
Yeah, you're like, I'm drawing Dad one turn
or
earlier
heavy
this
or
game.
whatever.
Even if you're not drawing it like that turns, like you draw it 1 turn earlier later in the game.
Or I draw the MST that I needed, you know, to stop to the MST, right? And I want every card to be good, and then just draw cards. So yeah, MST heavy. MST and heavy, I don't know what the Yu-Gi-Oh curse is, but they're always together against frogs. Like game 1.
Of course.
Rhoda. Brain is a card they don't play in Nitro, and I just think it's just too crazy because it's an OTK deck.
So like you don't run like almost any conversions apart from the Gale, and I guess Tribute Summon Sirocco is like something, but it's just damage.
Well, so it's damage.
Oh, the Valley!
The Valleys,
Dude, I'm trolling! Oh my god, wait, that's actually so valid. I'm blanking.
It's such a broken one-of for like, when you're like deep in a Yu-Gi-Oh game, like brain control is not just to convert. It's like sometimes it's for games, sometimes you can like tribute off a problem, like Vanity's Fiend or something, and it's just like, yeah, this card it was like I was really unsure about running.
No, I think it makes sense now that I remember the namesake of the deck, the Valleys. Like it's just that play is just too damn good when you get to resolve it.
And sometimes it's just get their monster out of the way because you're going for game. And this deck, like you have to play balls to the wall. You have to be aggressive and a little bit stupid sometimes, and just say like I'm just gonna go for it. This is good because it's just good against Vayu because the hamster Raikos can be a problem, or like something you don't necessarily like. Oftentimes you will summon Vayu and Gardner or stuff and just crash, but sometimes you want those guys in your hand to resolve Greffer. So that solves that. It was really, really good. I was gonna take it out, and it just performed really, really well with Cyber Valley.
No, that makes a ton of sense. I'd say that's a huge positive of like running the Valleys is you get to run these broken cards. So I definitely like playing them.
Yes. And then Burial. And then you have your second Burial. And I didn't see him all weekend. This one.
No
I
way.
saw this one so much. It was dead once, and I think I resolved it like 6 times. And something that I found was oftentimes I would maybe like have used Vayu once, but then I summoned Dark Arm and banish all 3. So then that would get me my 5. Which is like a pretty common play. Like if you Vayu'd once, you have 2, and if you summon Dark Arm, then this will be live.
How many times did someone have to pick that up and read it?
Every time. Every single time I use this card, someone read it, and it's good because most of my deck is Euro print. And so this I made sure to have in English actually for the event.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to have to be pulling up the Neuron app in a 40-minute round.
I did because I had a Euro Cyber Valleys, and like the third effect does come up sometimes.
I see.
There was actually a play with Return where I used one of the Cyber Valley's third effect to stack a card to the top and the second valley to draw into it that turn.
Oh,
so you can do that with
God.
Burial or Dad or whatever you need.
Crazy.
So the plays come kind of like as you're playing. You're like, oh, I didn't go into that play thinking this is gonna happen. But this is the one draw trap I run.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we know that the original Nitro Vayu deck plays
Plus
4 and
yeah.
the
And a
triple
jar.
upstart. So
Yeah.
is the theory like the valleys kind of replace those as far as draw power, or what's you thinking?
Drawing an upstart is fine. Drawing a valley or a leg or a draw trap doesn't feel as fine. And so that was kind of how I started the Cyber Valley thing, was that at least if I need to stall, I have some defense. Whereas like there were so many games, because I played Nitro for some time, like as soon as it did well in Chicago, and so I picked it up right away and play tested it with it a lot. And I think it's a great build. I'm not convinced this is necessarily better. I think it's a lot of fun, and so far I like it. It's still new to me too. But yeah, that was something I felt was like I wanted real cards, not just draw traps.
Makes sense.
I played 2 Icarus. It's really good. Sometimes 3 was a lot. And then, yeah.
Just dead sometimes, or?
Just dead. And it's so powerful. It's it's the Nitro Vayu's Raikou. It's really strong. But
I believe the other Nitro Vayu deck that topped played 2 as well. So yeah, interesting like kind of development there.
Yeah, I liked it. It's fine if you want to play 3. It is good to like, sometimes you brick with like Vayus without your Grepher or your discard outlet. So sometimes you can kind of, if you use them right, like you can still win games like that. Deep Prison. I didn't run Bottomless in the main. I just thought Deep Prison was more versatile. Another Mirror and Torrential. Solemn. And then just power 1-ofs. So like, it's just all a bunch of broken 1-ofs.
Of course.
That's the goal.
You have to play them.
Yep.
Did the original Nitro Vayu play Solemn?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Solemn's broken.
Yeah. I went back and forth for some time, but like this deck kind of got to run it.
Okay.
Side?
Yep.
All right. Cyber Dragons. I didn't like it for a while. I don't think the original ran it. Extra deck space sometimes gets clogged. Because like Chimera Tech, but I am running the Cyber Valleys, and then Cyber Dragon's just too strong against Machina, and it's just too strong of a side deck card.
Seems like it would combo well with kind of like Cyber.
It was.
Arma.
It was great.
And also, I feel like Vayu has a tough Machina matchup in general, so I'm actually surprised they didn't run it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was great.
Cool.
And I have less draw trap. I like Machina. You want your Deep Prisons and your traps, but this deck is a little bit softer on that. So this kind of gets rid of the fortresses, like in a nice way as well. Crows. It's Crow. This guy performed really well.
Pecky.
He was great. Frog's also annoying. So, or if you want to OTK, like if you haven't summoned and you return off Rip, sometimes you can just summon him and win through Gores. If you don't have your Icarus to win through Gores. Fisher, because Consecrated kills us and it's just good versus trap heavy decks. I like this versus Blackwing. I always like running Dust, and I think my monster plays are stronger than theirs. So as long as I can get rid of their traps, I'm good. Rugs. They've been 2 in every side deck I've ever ran in Edison. 1 Bottomless.
Why 1?
It was just space. Like I didn't know what to take out.
It's just for like Blackwings and GBs or anything else?
Blackwing, GBs, Lightsworn.
Oh, Lightsworn, yeah.
Yeah, Machina.
Yeah, no, it's a good card.
It's just a good card.
Yeah. I think Jake XO also just ran 1, and it was just like I needed 1 card for these matchups, and it just happens to be Bottomless, and it's sort of like your upstart theory. It's like you don't have to play 2 if or have to play 3 upstart. Like you don't have to pay 2 Bottomless either.
For sure. Also, when you're running a deck that runs a lot of draws, every copy you have of 1 card, you'll see a lot. That's just like how it ends up working. So like in a deck with 30 cards or like 10 draws or whatever it is, you're gonna see your 2-ofs a lot more, which is also part of the reason I ran 2 Icarus, because I was seeing it a lot. And I ran deck dev.
Oh wait, actually I do want to talk about that. Why only one deck dev? Like I don't know how much the original Nitro played, but like it seems like your deck is just turboing out the guys. So like why not 2 or even 3?
I can see a world where I definitely considered playing 2, but it is going back to that. I want to keep the speed of the deck and the engine. And so if you're like drawing into too many Icaruses and deck devs, it just feels really bad. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, keep the pressure, keep the board presence. Also, this card isn't as good games 2 and 3 sometimes. So, like, I guess you're just 1, you know? You don't want to draw 2 almost ever.
Yeah. Icarus solves a lot of the problems as well that I would get from deck dev. But yeah, it's a strong card. Just, if I'm running 2 Icarus and 2 deck devs, it's just going to be too much. And then I ran this. This was kind of... I ran Royal Oppression, obviously, for a while, and there's no Royal Oppression. I think that might be controversial.
Wait, actually, I did not notice that. So why this?
This was kind of a last minute, or like last few days of playtesting card. And Royal Oppression in Nitro, it always felt bad. I don't know why. It could just be the game sample that I did. But it's like your powerful moves aren't necessarily your Vayu. It's like your Plague Gales and then returns and dads. Like, and there were so many times where it was just in my hand at the wrong times. It just didn't like feel good. And I know some Nitros are now maining one, but I just didn't want it and I didn't really miss it.
Wow. Did you play against GBs?
I didn't.
I feel like that's the only matchup where I'm like, you definitely want it versus them. But I could see like a lot of the other decks, like you kind of don't really need it as much.
Well, so I was running it. I played Nitro for a while, so I was running it against GBs. But the problem is like I would get into circumstances where they would then just summon an 18 beater, and all I have is Arma and Greffer and like maybe my grave just wasn't ready for them or something like that. So it's just maybe bad experiences, unlucky.
Yeah.
Like I would not be mad if someone ran Royal Oppressions.
Yeah. But did the road perform good?
This was so good. This like I just played for Lightsworn and Blackwing, but it was really really good. And I I want to play dumb with this deck. So you want to just do your play. If you have game, you want to just do it. And so yeah, if you're going into a Torrential or Mirror Force or something, and then you resolve this, it's game. And it was always good when I had it.
Yeah, and no one sees it coming in Vayu adjacent
Yeah, people
decks,
don't see it coming.
So I respect it.
Yep, extra. It's pretty standard stuff. It's just triple. You do have to be careful with who you're burialing back and who you're digging back, because you do run into scenarios where I had a game where I used every single one of these. So just like be wary that if you want to, you're gonna have more Vayus than like synchro cards in deep games. Like, so that's the only thing you have to be careful for. Sucks you can't play Android, just the one 5-star. Yeah, space. Especially with mind control, you know like situations come up where you want more extra deck space, but you just have to play like the staples because you have to play so many birds. So yeah, there. And then the Chimera Tech, and then that's it. Yeah, of course token.
Very very nice. So anything else you want to say about the deck? Do you want to talk about matchups at all? I don't know what your experience was at the tournament.
Not really. Like I said most of what I needed to say. Like the deck is super fun. The plays with the return and the Cyber Valleys get like really freaky. So I think it's like I wanted to play it. I was telling my friends like this is cooking. Like I don't know why, but it's working really well and things are coming together. So I think it's like, and the funny thing is like when you play meta decks, oftentimes people get mad, especially since I was spamming this on DB. But every time they would think it's a Vayu deck, and then I would like summon Cyber Valley or do some crazy play, and people are like, "Wait, this makes a lot of sense." Like that play was like pretty unique and it was fun, and you kind of like figure out the plays as you play. So
Nice.
yeah, it was so fun. There were plays where I was like, holy crap! Like you put 180K on board with like double pumps or yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
Cool, man. So you got this playmat for fourth place and the Ultra Chaos Sork. Beautiful. Too bad Nitro Vayu doesn't play it, but maybe some other deck in the future will utilize that. But yeah, thanks for bringing the spice out to our tournament. Love to see spice topping and people innovating. So appreciate you and congrats again on the top.
Yeah, thanks. It was an awesome event. Everyone I played was like really good winners, good losers, like super nice people. Just like really awesome tournament. So shout out to Team Starlight for doing it for the community.
Oh wait, yeah. Any other shout outs?
Oh, yeah, shout out Big City Cards for all your TCG goods, and then shout out Eli Moore, Ryan Machado for getting me back into Edison like half a year ago now, reteaching me the fundamentals of Yu-Gi-Oh because I hadn't played in like 15 years. I don't know, long time.
Damn.
Or no, 10 years. I don't know, but a long time. And yeah, shout out my girl who lets me go to these events, of course, and enjoy my whimsical little life. And shout out Bear Keys for telling me my deck was not going to be good.
Haha, shout out to the haters. All right, so yeah, congrats again, and we'll see you at the next tournament.